to talk about hair removal. Now, if you guys don't know, I have PCOS, which is it's hard to explain. A lot of people don't like it being called a hormonal or an infertility problem because it affects so many aspects of a woman. From infertility to male pattern hair growth to, you know, it can cause diabetes, weight gain. So many things come with PCOS. But the issue we're going to talk about today is hair growth. Now, I have been struggling with hair growth my whole life. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can tell in most of my videos, but right here I have become too thin. You see, like right here on my like temple areas, or not even my temples, I don't even know what that is. But right here I've become too thin. That is part of PCOS. I've learned to deal with it. It's just how my hairline is now. So, but what I can't stand is hair on my face. Male hair growth on my face. It is the most annoying thing in the world. It makes you feel like less of a woman. Sometimes it makes you feel like a freak. Just so many things. So, when I was younger, I plucked it out because it was only a few hairs, and then it started to become like a beard, but it wasn't like thick or coarse. It was very fine white hairs, and I still have them like on my face. But what would bother me is when I wear makeup, you would see it because powder would sit on top of the hairs and make them more pronounced. So I eventually started shaving. Bad idea, whatever. The myth about shaving is you don't grow more hair. The only difference is your hair will grow in thicker and darker. That's it. You're not going to grow, you know, more hair than what's normally there or what you already have there. You're just going to grow thicker, darker hair. So I finally was like, you know, I'm tired of shaving. I don't know what else to do, you know. So my mom brought me this, I forgot what they're called. I think they're called epilators or something like that. Anyways, it is a machine that looks like this. And what it does is it's like, I'll have to zoom you guys in real quick so you guys can see. I'm actually going to have to point you down and zoom you in. So what it is it is a machine, and it has these little, you can see these little metal prongs in here, and as this thing turns, they open and close. Can you see them opening and closing? Maybe if I go this way. My lighting sucks. Give me 1 second. Let me move my lights around so you can see better. It's not really helping a whole lot. Anyways, let me hold it like this. Okay, you see them opening and closing. Sorry that there's already hair in it, but you want to know it. This tells you how much I use this. So what it does is it's like a whole bunch of little tweezers pulling at a not normal rate. So this one in particular has 2 different speeds. So I'll show you the first speed, which is 1. Okay, there's the first one. There's the second one. Okay, I use it on 1. I'm going to zoom you guys back out. I use it on the first one. I do not use it on the second one. The second one is way too hard for me. But I do use it on the first one. I have a video clip that I will put in here right now, and I'll just talk while you guys watch it. So yeah, what I do is I take a shower first. First thing I do is I take a shower. I exfoliate wherever I need to pull the hairs. So normally it is my chin and my like my jaw, my like neck area, as you can see in the video. So first thing I do is I exfoliate. I exfoliate that, get out the shower, come sit down, prepare myself to pull these hairs, because it is painful, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie, but it is less painful when you think about it than plucking one by one hair. That I've done before, and it is just too painful for me. So I just turn the machine on and I go really slowly. I turn the machine both ways to where it's pulling towards and away from my face. So I do a whole pass. Now, it hasn't been that long since I've pulled. Like, it's been maybe 4 or 5 days since I've pulled. So the hairs are just barely poking out. So some of them do get left behind because they are too short to be caught. But both sides of my face are super sensitive. So when I get to those parts, I kind of go slow. But that is what I do. And then once I am done, I make sure that I put some type of a moisturizer on it, because if you can see, there will be little pokes or little pieces of, it looks like skin poking up. That's where it pulled the hair out from the root, and it's kind of like the overlying skin that normally sits around the hair but keeps the root in. So I'm not exactly sure where in the video you guys are, but the skin, once I put the moisturizer on, the skin goes back to being normal. It isn't all pokey anymore. It feels like normal skin. So I do this. I can't do it every day because your hair has to be a certain length. But I have noticed a big difference in what it was like prior to me using this, because I had like a full-grown beard going on, like thick, dark. I swear I could have passed for my brother. That's how bad it was. So, but now they grow very sporadically in different places. So they are lessening, and over time they will lessen because you are pulling those hairs out by the root. You're not just, shaving them off or just cutting off parts of it. Now sometimes the hairs can break when they're being pulled. Don't worry about it. You'll just catch them on the next go around. But like you'll see like little black dots and stuff. That's the hair underneath the skin. Okay. Make sure that you exfoliate like every other day right there to prevent ingrown hairs. Ingrown hairs are painful. They're not fun. Just to avoid them, make sure you exfoliate before and after. So I'm obviously not going to exfoliate right now since I just took a shower and just exfoliated. But I will exfoliate this area, just this area, tonight before I go to sleep, to let any hairs that are on the verge of coming out but haven't yet, I'm just going to help kind of get them to poke through. So today is Monday, so then I'll do it again on Wednesday. I'll exfoliate this area, and then on Friday I'll exfoliate that area, and then Sunday, so forth. Every other day I'll exfoliate it to help those hairs pop through, because it is not fun to have an ingrown hair on your face. It's just not. So that's the only way that I have come to help remove hair to where it's just not, to where I don't feel like a guy. It is quite painful, yes, but it is it's definitely worth it as far as feeling like a woman. And when I was shaving sometimes twice a day. It was so bad. They were growing so fast. I would get a 5 o'clock shadow. It was just bad. But now I can go at least 3 days. 3 days is when they start poking out, so it's just like a little bit of stubble. But by about 5-6 days, it's time to pull again, which is fine. My husband knows about it, so I'm sure that, if you're married or you've been with somebody long enough, or you live with your boyfriend, he knows about it. They're not going to be like, oh my God, you have a beard. So just don't stress about it. I do it because I just, I don't want people seeing it. But sometimes there's nothing I can do. Like in between growth, I have to wait. And that's just all there is to it. So I just try to avoid seeing people on those days. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. You can pretty much get these at Walmart, Target. I don't know of any place that you really can't get these. You can get them on Amazon. I'm trying to think of where else you can get them. I'm sure you could find them on drugstore.com. Just look up epilator machines. I'll spell it out below, or I'll link a few below so you guys can find some. I'll try to find the ones that are in a decent price range, because sometimes these can get really expensive. So, but yeah, I'll put the one that I have below if I can find it, and I'll put that this is the one I have so you guys know. But yeah, so I've been doing this for about maybe 2 years now, possibly 3. But yeah, it has made the world of difference in my life as far as my facial hair growth. So I'm loving it. I don't dare do it on my lips, because I do have, you know, every girl has some kind of a mustache growing. I don't dare do it on my lips, so I use a some type of like Nair or hair remover that is meant for the face. Currently I'm using the Avon Skin So Soft one. It's about an 8-minute one that you put on. So I use that one, but if there's really stubborn, like I'll put that on, let it sit, let it do its job, remove it if there's any hairs left. Like sometimes when they're really thick, you know, they don't come off, or it doesn't do its job like it's supposed to. So those ones I'll have to get just a tweezer and pull them out. There's only a few, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. Let me know what you guys do to remove hair, whether it's shaving, a no-no, you know, just let me know down below in the comments. And if you guys give this a try, let me know what you guys think, because like I said, it is painful, but you know, what could be worse? You know, it could be a lot worse than what it is. So anyways, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video, and remember that I love you guys, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.